In this video, I want to give you a mindset that will help you become a much better surgeon. Let's go. What's up and welcome back to the channel. If you are new, my name is Zach. I'm a third-year ophthalmology resident here in Dallas, Texas, about to start an oculoplastic surgery fellowship, bring you guys along on my ride and journey through medicine, learning to become a doctor, surgeon, and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in any of that, go ahead, subscribe to the channel down below. We've got way more subscribers now than I ever thought we would, so it does my heart good, you know, to think that this is maybe helping some people out there. And I get comments every once in a while that you know, the channel actually helped someone make the decision to go into ophthalmology, and that actually means a lot to me. So we're gonna keep moving forward. But in today's video, what I wanna talk about is sort of one way of thinking, one shift in your mindset that you can make that I think will probably determine how good you can really be in whatever you're doing and whatever skill you're trying to master or better yourself in. Now for me, that applies more to surgery and microsurgery, doing cataract surgery, oculoplastic surgery, doing eye surgery. It applies very well to that, but I think it will apply to really anything you do, any skill that you undertake, especially if it's a high stakes skill and a high stress skill that you are trying to master or acquire. So there are a lot of things you can do to become better at your craft, whether that be surgery or whatever. If you want to be a better surgeon, a lot of it's going to come down to practicing your surgeries, either that be in a wet lab or you're suturing or whatever, and actually studying and learning about ways to do surgery, watching other people that are better than you do surgery. That's where YouTube is a huge resource that wasn't even available in past years. You know, it used to just be that you had to go watch a surgeon do something and look at pictures and books or actual like video tape of someone doing it, even if that was available, which it probably wasn't for most trainees. But now with the advent of YouTube, and specifically with microsurgery and ophthalmology, because it's all under a microscope, it's all on a video screen just by its nature. It's truly phenomenal technology, and just we take it for granted. We take it for granted. You can get a surgical education more or less from the internet. It's absolutely amazing, and it's out there, and you should do it. Apart from all of that, apart from, you know, that more obvious side, is I think if you will approach what you're doing, especially when it's high stakes, high stress, like surgery, especially when you're learning surgery, if you'll approach it with this mindset, it will make you better, or at least allow you to become better, and it will unlock your potential in the sense that you won't cap yourself, you won't cap your potential. And you will come to this branch point, you will see this branch point, there will be a time in whatever you were trying to pursue when what you're doing is difficult, and there's a branch point where you make a decision. And this is the key thing, is it's which path you go. Which side of the decision tree you decide to go down will determine how good you can be. When you feel the symptoms of stress, or you feel anxious, or you just feel a general sense of heightened awareness in the circumstance of surgery in this instance, you will do one of two things. You will either recognize this emotion as nervousness or excitement. And I didn't actually realize this is what was going on with me until here recently, but I made I vlog a lot of my surgery days, and I show you guys that. And in one of the previous videos I said, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I was about to go into the OR the next morning, and I wasn't sure if it was because I was nervous or excited, and then I decided in the video it was because I was excited. I actually said that. And this is actually what's going on. You're experiencing the same emotion, and then you are telling yourself one of two different stories about what that emotion is. It's either nervousness or it's excitement. Maybe it's both, but the way you decide to perceive that emotion will unlock what you can do and what you can become. And so the story that you decide to tell yourself about what that emotion is will either be freeing or it will be constricting. If you decide that it's nervousness, if you decide that you're nervous about the surgery, then you act scared during the surgery, you act overly cautious, and you don't explore and you don't try things, and it doesn't let you become as good as you could be. Whereas if you internalize that emotion and view it as excitement, you're more eager to try things, you will experiment, you will do things that will allow you to become better. You can do the 4 E's basically if you go down the excitement route. The first one is you explore, so you try things, you do new techniques, you try to learn. You watch other surgeons do things, you look at videos online, and then you try to implement those techniques. You explore the realm of possibility, and then you do it. You don't stay locked into a bubble of doing the same thing in one way over and over, at least when you're learning it. At least when you're in the learning phase, you try multiple things and you explore. The second E is that you are more engaged. You are keyed in on the surgery, you are keyed in on what you're doing, and it heightens your mind, and it sort of primes it to be receptive to learning and receptive to remembering what you're doing. And then when it comes around again at a later time, when you're doing the surgery the next time, because you are so engaged, you are interacting with the material or the process in such a deep, connected way that it becomes encoded in your mind and your brain, and it sticks there. The third E is that you experiment. Like I said a minute ago, you try things, you try everything. And the fourth E is that you evolve. This is where you actually become better. You will see that if you try this, if you look at the feelings of nervousness as excitement rather than nervousness, you will start to get better. You will start to evolve. You'll become a better surgeon because you are not approaching it in a scared way. You're approaching it in an excited way. And that's how we learn anything, really, is we approach it with a sense of curiosity and wonder and excitement, and we're engaged, and then we evolve, we grow, and we get better at it. We don't approach walking as a toddler from a scared mindset. We approach it with a sense of, we're gonna try to do it, we're gonna fall, we're gonna keep falling and messing up, and we just keep doing it until we can do it. We don't approach it in a scared, nervous way. And so you shouldn't approach anything you're trying to get really good at in a very, very nervous way. And I know it's hard to reorient your mind to tell yourself that it's not nervousness that you're feeling, but if you can at least do it to some extent and try to be excited about what you're doing, it will slowly start to shift away from a feeling of nervousness as it becomes excitement. And this will come with time and experience, and as you start to get better, this will snowball and compound, and you will begin to see it more and more as excitement than nervousness is what you're feeling. But if you can try to gear your mind in that way from the beginning, I think you can learn faster and get better at whatever the craft is or the process, surgery or whatever, at a quicker rate, and you can actually unlock more potential. Don't let your mind stay locked in a nervousness state, especially when you get out and you're practicing or you're doing the thing for real and it's your profession. You definitely don't want to operate in that MO. You want to be able to achieve a flow state and sort of a free state of thinking and movement and performing the activity almost in flow state rather than overanalyzing and being within your head and kind of like watching yourself do the thing. You want to be totally and completely immersed in it. And the more excited you are about what you're doing, the easier it'll be to do that, the better you will get. I think that mindset of seeing things as excitement versus nervousness has a huge bearing on how good you can actually be at something, whether it be surgery or not. So I hope that helps. I hope maybe you can try to implement that and use it. Just try it next time you do your craft or whatever you're trying to perfect or learn. See if the shift in that mindset allows you to start to get better and makes you more engaged in whatever you're doing. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, I'm Zach with Dr. Eyeball MD. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you in the next one.